Hello, and welcome back. It is once again time for some Nia. I have taken many more notes. Though I may still be missing some, I don't recall. But I think I've taken at least most of the notes that I wanted to. But last time, we did learn the numbering system for this world. And we learned the letter M, which makes no sense because it doesn't follow any of the other letters system. It does its own thing in the middle of, like, in the middle of the alphabet. They just decide to do their own thing. So I don't know about that. But I also felt pretty vindicated in the amount of notes that I'm taking, because that one security door required a code to get through, and that code was the serial number that was written on a card way back in another laboratory room, just in a drawer. A card that you can't take with you, it's just over there. You just have to, like, write that down or remember it later. And it's not even, like, the whole serial number, it's the last 4 digits of that serial number. So, I am feeling pretty vindicated in the notes that I am taking, because something as benign as a serial number could turn out to be the solution to a problem. So yeah. Today though, we're starting with some creepy stuff. Whoa. Yeah. Creepy stuff. Stages of Elopolite infection / transformation. So, last time we went walking around the mines and we ended up finding this place with a... I don't know if I I don't think I wrote this one down. I should have wrote this one down, but I believe, let's see. It was R-E, I think that's a D. A T I O that predation. No. I think that's probably actually an S. It looks like an R, but it's probably an S. Sedation. C H A chamber. Yeah. Sedation chamber, that's what it was. Another thing we learned yesterday from the books and things is that there are these things called Elopolites. And they come from experimentation on Elopoli and humans. So I guess humans getting infected by Elopoli become Elopolites. It's not good. Early phase, blisters may begin to spread across arms and legs from infected area. Slight alteration in eye color. Infection reversal 1 to 2 days. 1 helmet required. What do you mean by 1 helmet required? Middle infection phase. I guess maybe 1 administering of the helmet. I don't know. Changes in facial structure will begin on left side of face, specifically the left side. Full tentacle growth across back and sides of head. Infection reversal 4 to 5 days. 2/3 helmets required. Final infection phase, complete bone structure transformation, full tentacle growth across back and sides of head. Infection reversal impossible. High possibility of facility breach. Evacuation imminent. Yeah. Hopefully we don't run into any of those. But this is just a diagram of the room, and each of these different spots are numbered. That's just to show, alright, number 1 is the hive generator. Number 2 over here is the Mayorta gas sprinkler system. Then you've got the fuel cables. Okay, so the sprinkler system is like up there and attached to the ceiling. We've got the fuel cables, the sedation tubes, the helmet system here, and then the chair. And I believe I read that one last time. Helmet system. The helmet system needs to be maintained at least once a week, while each helmet must be checked daily for any damage sustained during reversal process. The needle on the tube injects sedation serum and detects patient's condition. The chair. Patient needs to be fastened into this chair before the sedation process begins. The extended arm rests and cuffs are used during later reversal processes. So... okay, come on. I should get over there. So here's the fuel cables. You've got the sprinkler system. I guess you fasten them in here. These two bits are for later reversal processes. It looks like something broke one of those, or maybe it just wore out over time, I guess, because this is looking to be in pretty rough shape. There's that needle he was talking about for the sedation serum. However, right now it's just used for teleportation. Which is good, because we also had read last time that emergency exit procedure, you want to pull this lever and close the shutters. It don't work no more. It don't work. Man, pull the lever, close the gate. If you need to, grab the gun from the wall. Grab a gun from the wall, which is probably not in there right now. Shoot it, the Alopolite. But also there's an exit. Emergency exit here that we should check out. Wait. Have we been here? Maybe not. Probably not. Did I get a shiv? It's a knife! What you got there? A knife! No! Yo, we've seen that symbol. Hold up. That was on the generator thingy, wasn't it? Yeah. The device that we kind of turned on and routed its power to a couple doors way back at the start. We saw one of these on there. That symbol. It's a canister, apparently. At least this one is. Yo? Red crystal and purple crystal. That's interesting. The only crystals of that shape we've seen so far are like a teal, bluish green crystal. Interesting. We got a couple of helmets. Also, a key. Scarletti key. Vermeer, apologies for the delay. The new key for the lever system at Scarletti Towers is ready. You'll find it enclosed with this letter. Insert key. New lever position. Water fill max. Hatch. I hope you managed to set up the new lever system without too much difficulty. Make sure the lever is set to the highest notch. Hopefully this extra boost in power will enable the pump system to work more effectively. I calculated with the new strength of the pumps. The rising water levels at Scarletti Towers will reach the boiler much quicker considering the importance of the Scarletti Towers. I do suggest we recalculate the strength of the plasma orbs for the Lavandis crystals there. Perhaps I can conduct some experiments next week. Nighttime would be best. That's if Zeely hasn't already got plans to watch more catus flies dancing in the garden. This warm weather has brought countless hordes of the things to shroud the evening skies with a light show of intense purples and blues. It's quite remarkable, if not a little distracting. Zeely is growing up so fast and becoming more fascinated by what this world has to offer. Perhaps your ideas on the Fazultians aren't so ridiculous. There may still be time. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you require any more assistance. Take care. Unter. Cool. So, I will want to take note of this. I think I can wait till after stream to note that down. Because it's just insert key, put the lever to the top. That's all we need to know. Specifically at the Scarlatti Tower, which is, I believe, that central tower at the center of those 4 portals. Glorfriak Mines Emergency Exit Procedure. Travel down corridor to your left and exit hatch at cliff face. Climb down the ladders to the beach and await the guards who will accompany you to a safe zone. More guns. They should all be empty of any bullets. Is that the escape route? It did say to my left. Yeah, that's got to be the escape route. Huh. Well, about that. I wonder what these are all about. Oh look, there's some text up there. Reminder to all workers, stay refreshed and refueled. Rest sites offer an opportunity to take a break. Beware of nearby Nilaxium nesting areas. Stay clean and hydrated. Wash basins installed between shaft areas. Make sure all taps are turned off completely after use. I'd say they're turned off very much completely. So I think that's everything from here. I do just want to read this if we can. I wonder what it wants me to use on these. I don't know, but we've already written down our translations, so starts with an E. I think that's X. Because we've got right 4 and right 6. Right 4 is W, right 6 is Y, so I assume right 5 would be X. Let's see here. Although EXL? L T. Wait a minute, is that? That's definitely a T. And then T N? What is going on here? It feels like it should be exit 2. But that would need to be a left 3, not a left 6, in order to be an I. So it's got too many dots. Then you've got B, E, A, C, H. Beach. Yeah. So you'd think it would be exit to beach. But that's an L. Exalt to beach? It's very weird. I think they may have made a mistake there. But I'm going to assume that is an X. We may get proper confirmation later. I don't know that we can trust a sign that spells exit EXLT. this path. I don't remember. I think we poked our heads out last time. Yeah. I assume that's the exit hatch down the ladders that he was talking about. Ladders are even broken, so even if it wasn't caved in, wouldn't have been able to do anything like that. Yeah, we found this. Doesn't do anything. It's got that symbol though, which is the yellow symbol. Yeah, which is where we're at. At least the, the general air teleportation area that we're at. This one has, this crane has, which one is that? That's the blue symbol there. This little crane that leads up and points to this weird Y symbolish thing, which I think is the one for the yellow area. I think. We haven't gotten confirmation on that because I haven't been able to see. But haven't been allowed to see what the symbols are on those three circles. Now, I know there's also an elevator shaft in here. Wanna take a look at that? I think we tried going up it before. Right, there's... Actually, is that how we got down there? No! Hey, look at that! Little shortcut for us. Alright. Finally unblocked that gate. Nice. Let's go up further. Yeah, we've got that Peter. Power it up. Camera signal required. Transportation Tower Lab HQ sector. Camera signals required. Didn't we... Wasn't there... Pretty sure there was some panels that we've seen previously that talked about camera systems. And it gave us the locations. Yeah, the Crystal Block Mech arrival sector, the Heater Server arrival sector, and the Crystal Block Mech camera sector. And we were given Pieta symbols for each of those three. But two of those were green and one of them was blue. None of them were red, so it doesn't have to do specifically with this panel, though getting those things hooked up might be required for this to do anything. Interesting. Let's go back on down. Yeah, so we definitely came in through this passage, which was way down here. I'm partly going back just to make sure I know exactly where I'm at, but also because sometimes they hide stuff on like the return path. Yeah. So over there is that main tower where we met up with that guy who blew himself up. Then we went down this side path, we went in there. Is there? No, we can't get over there. Okay. So yeah, we follow this path, use our key. Okay. We're out here on the beach. Don't know what activates this. Interesting. Oh, that's the staircase that we went down. So we've got that particular symbol, which I did note down. So that, as you remember, the Paletish clan's like meeting place. That place had a centerpiece. There was like this tower with some like branches stretching out, holding different colored orbs. One was yellow, one was green, one was blue, and one was red. And the yellow one was facing... Oh, and they were each facing a different cardinal direction of the centerpiece of that, of that table, essentially. And in each of those four directions was a seat with a little script that I assume was like their opening, like, ode or whatever, or opening oath for their meetup. And each one had a name associated to, I assume, the person who would sit in that seat. And so you had Belilka in the green, Latroke in the blue, Gelitrum in the yellow, and Helest in the red. And then also in front of each of those chairs, kind of right next to the tower centerpiece, was a little, like, pedestal thing that at the top of that was one of those four triangles associated with each of those people / areas, what have you. So Gelitrum in the yellow section there had this shape of triangle. And then they also had this symbol as well. This face symbol. And then you had Helest, the red, had that triangle that, is kind of just pointing down. And then their face symbol had the one that had the two you know, the eyes on the face symbols seem to be the same shape as their triangle. Although obviously doubled up, and in this case, reversed for the opposite eye. Same with Belilka the Green, who has kind of this triangle but rotated around, so it's got the straight edge here going up and down, angled down and to the right, and then straight back to the... So Belilka the Green. And then Latroke Blue has the pointing up triangle. Yeah, so this is kind of the, I guess, the face symbol of this yellow area. And what's this table all about? Why is there a button, and how do I use it? I don't see a gear icon, so I don't think we need to use anything here. I also wonder what this canister is for. What do I put in the canister? I don't think I can combine items from there, but we do have a knife now. We've got a key and we got 2 crystals, and I assume there are things we can... Interesting, we can't go any further here. It's literally just this table. And a button. And there's this crane. It's got that symbol. It's got that kind of group symbol. This one. Again, that's a symbol that we've seen associated with the here it is, with the blue portal. Well, I think what we are going to do is we're going to head on out of the yellow area. I believe I came here, as I recall, looking for some number to associate with this area for a Tronby count. Yeah, see, there's that head symbol again. That same one. Let's go back to the tower here. We do at least have one thing, that key. I guess we should use. So I think it's up one of these ladders, I think. Spore delivery chute. Yes. See, that's the blue. There's a pipe of blue, and it's pointing, and it goes off in the direction of the blue portal, and it's got that symbol. Can I not? Did I already interact with this thing and do whatever it was supposed to do? Because I don't seem to be able to interact with it currently. So either I can't interact with it yet, or I've already done whatever its purpose is. Let's take a look at this. No, this isn't what he asked. Wait a minute. That's the yellow symbol, and it's lit. Oh, I know why. I know why it's lit up. Trondy count. We sorted out the Trondy count for the yellow just by trial and error. Purely trial. I still don't know how to figure out the Trondy counts. All I know is that I went through 1 through 10 is what I was going through for each of them. And yellow ended up being 7. So at least we do know that we need those Trondy counts entered in order for this to do anything. We've got a key that's associated with this place. But I don't think I've come across whatever lever it wants me to activate. Oh, wait, no, I want to leave that open. That's involved with that thing. But yeah, if we go to the red portal here, make sure there's nothing else there for us. Ugh. I'll show you Trondy count stuff. So yeah, this one, 7. It works. The others, I have no clue. What I do know is that the red symbol should be the circle, and we saw over by that area that had some like water, and there's like 2 towers and some binoculars that pointed us to a clue about flipping a switch in a certain way. Over there, we found hidden a triangle symbol of, you know, the red area's triangle, but we could actually see what those 3 circles had in them. The top one was like the top half of an asterisk, so it was like a flat line, another line going vertical, and then 2 lines that were at the diagonals there. That was the top circle. The middle circle was just like a minus or dash or whatever you want to call it. And then the bottom symbol was what I can only assume is the number 30, because it seemed to be a 3 and then a 0. So again, I can only assume that's 30, because it was literally a 3 and then right next to it the symbol for 0. However, I've tried entering in 30, and that doesn't seem to be the Trondy count. So I don't know what the Trondy count is yet. I am unsure how to find them. We got lucky with the yellow being 7. But one thing I do know is that we have not yet been to the green portal. So I will be going there in just 1 second, because I do want to take one of those crystals that we just got and see how they interact with this thing over here. Because we found this, obviously, at the beginning of the game. And it's just kind of sitting here. Clearly it needs some sort of square pillar crystal. But both of the crystals here are, like, teal. So I'm not sure why we've got a red one and a purple one. And we found another device exactly the same as this, but it had a different symbol in the center. It was like kind of like a mountain silhouette. And that one had like a short crystal over here and a slight... It was either this size crystal or maybe slightly shorter. But they were both pretty short, whereas this one's got a really tall one. Like a medium length one. Okay, we could... No clue what this does. Well, we know that they do fit. But I guess I'm gonna need to find another clue as to which color crystal I should put in there and what height. Alright. Interesting stuff. Let's go to the green portal, because we have not been there yet. I, like, looked at it, and then I walked away previously. So, this time we're actually gonna check it out. Scarlatti Towers! Oh! So, this is the Scarlatti Towers. Which means this is where I need to use my key? I thought the Scarlatti Towers was the tower at the center of those... at the portals. You know, right through there. And look, and does that match up? It probably does. Yep, that's the green mask. Associated with Belilka. Man, and there's a few of those. This looks like 4, one at each cardinal direction. Oh, is this the... I think this is the thing. Secret message. Water controls shed, hooding the basin. Vamir, I replaced the fuses at the plug mechanism on the lower level of the basin, as well as the plasma shield console inside the control bunker. Along with a couple of new bulbs I've installed in the console behind you. The 2 signals required to flood the basin will now be stronger. I just hope you remember where you stored the key for the console, Mason. Okay. So first off, requires the key. I won't activate it yet because I still want to do some looking around. I don't know how it's going to affect this area, so we'll hold off on that for a second. Okay, that seems to be an elevator. New symbol? New symbol? teleport location. Scarlatti Towers. The tower. Once the levitation crane was built and the surrounding walls secured, Quononovic demanded that 3 towers would be built to protect the levitation crane. Aided by the Piotish clan, an engineer by the name of Liefelk Scarlatti designed these 3 towers, and each one became a key component in the operation of the levitation crane. Zulumtuk weaponry can be mounted at the 4 windows of each tower in case of Elopalite attacks. 4 soldiers to each tower, 2 workers to operate the individual mechanisms placed at each tower. The gates. The harvesting of the Pieta will take place at the levitation crane via the use of boats, departing from the harbor of Felitsu Island. 3 soldiers shall work and guard the gates to allow the boats to enter the basin. During the harvest, once sea levels have dropped to a safe level within the levitation crane basin, onlookers can watch from the arena and witness the spectacle of our beautiful Pietas being raised from the ocean floor. Their first step upon a magical journey, fueled by talents of the Piotish clan, cleansed by the Velitron, and thus enabling our world to thrive. Scarlatti Towers, the levitation crane. Left clamp, right clamp. Oh, it's that's the symbol that was on the tower, at the top of the tower, back in that clan meeting room. So that was like, I guess, a depiction of this levitation crane thing. With the Lavandis crystal power source, Pieta levitation shaft, left clamp tower, Lavandis crystal power source activation tower, and right clamp tower. The Piotish clans surveyed the oceans along with Quononovic and the 4 rulers, far away from the western coastline of Fazalta. A machine was constructed called the levitation crane for the purpose of raising Pietas from the ocean's surface. A circular wall was built around the crane to protect it, forming a basin at its center. The arena was also constructed with multiple entrances for the public to watch the marvelous operations of the Pieta harvest. The levitation crane is powered by Lavandis crystals, which grow naturally on a black rock called Erlinish. Erlinish? Yeah, Erlinish. The Scarlatti Towers are used as power sources to suck up Pieta from the ocean, controlled via 2 of the towers. Giant clamps are set at either side of the Lavandis crystal power source, which, alongside the power of a 3rd Scarlatti Tower, generate energy to begin the levitation process. Pietas will hover within the shaft of the crane, ready for collection. Lavandis crystals glowing on Erlinish rock, Felitsu Island. Cool. Wait a minute. Okay, so it says levitation elevator power box. And I'm pretty sure we powered that up at a different location. Do we need to power it up at 3 locations? Yeah, I did take a note. It said, yeah, we put in like, I think we installed a Pieta and activated a machine that said in a little screen, Lavandis frequency system status, successful transmission to elevator. Interesting. Yeah. Levitation system and plasma shield. Status inactive. Lavandis crystals are currently unprotected. So I could protect them. Levitation elevator is now activated. Cool. Doesn't work. At least not right now. Let's see if this works. No. But I bet we just need to activate this. Scarletti key. Okay. There we go. What? What's going on with these fuses, huh? What? I replaced the fuses at the plug mechanism on the lower level of the basin, as well as the plasma shield console inside the control bunker, along with a couple of new bulbs. Yeah. Do I need to turn off the shield? Because it was off before, so I thought maybe I'd need to turn it on. Yeah, there's the shield. Guess we'll go try turning it back off. Oh, we can't turn it off. Never mind. Well, then that can't be it. Oops. Oh? There's something down here. Right. That did a thing, for sure. First I'll try using this. Okay. Then let's see if we can activate this thing now. Yeah, both green. Let's go. Woo! A bit jittery here. Oh, look at that! Achievement unlocked, flooded. Water has rushed into the Scarletti Towers. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, is there anything down here? I don't think so. work. Let's check in here just to see if there's anything different. Activated. So it's probably talking about that other elevator that we can see across the way. Nice. Elevated. Enjoy the sights of an ancient world. Achievement unlocked. It's music. I wish I could see what's on that symbol. PIETA case access code provided by Grey Mountain Systems. Heaters server crystal activation. Grey Mountain Systems. Pretty sure we've seen that before, but 3.22, no, what? What? No. PIETA case access code. Heaters server. Crystal activation. Elevator sector. That's this thing. But I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How about PSF? Huh? PIETA strength frequency. Let's try that. 320.93. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What? What? Oh. Oh, and now I gotta actually put the PIETA in. To power it up. There we go. Is there anything in here? Heater servers active. Current activation walkway light system. Crystal poles. Connection. This device sends live data to the heater server camera system located on camera sector. Cool. Whoops. Let's flip that on. Eh? What the? Crystal poles. Huh. Wait a minute. That's the place with the Trondy count stuff. Now it used to be set to the walkway lights. Now it's set to these heater poles. Interesting. Let's take a look up here. Nyashka Zone elevator. Nyashka elevator inactive. Connection. Ocean portal is running at full speed. Access to the Nielda Point A destination is currently closed. Activation in progress. Or in process. Ocean portal is running at full speed. Access to the Nielda Point A destination is now open. Cool. So we've activated that central elevator now. Camera power system. Yes. That should be 584. Three, 4. Yeah. Alright. Oh, wait. Click that. Pita. That's our last red pita. Cameras installed. Crane cameras 10. Crystal block mech cameras 2. Is that these? Cameras inactive 12. Okay, so that crane thing is a camera. And those things are cameras. We've seen both of those all over the place. Access to camera views available via the Benox computer system on Lab HQ sector. Yeah. Now the camera systems are activated. Alright. Getting places. Powering stuff up. I love that flute. Just look at this. Gorgeous view. So we've activated that. I assume it goes down into, like, underneath the basin. Man. Oh, look. What's that symbol again? Dude, I really like this game. This is a great game. What the? The Nyashka Zone. What the? Huh? Huh? What the? What the? Oh, did we... Is this a portal? Did we actually go up into a portal that took us here to the Nyashka zone? So my first thought was fake Sky Dome or something, but I think we just went through a portal. The Nielda. Point A, Nyashka zone. Point B, heater chamber. More data available on the Nielda Platinum System #1. Oh, is that the main tower at the center of those 4 portals? Is that the heater chamber? In which case, is that right below us? Like the portal that leads into that place? I think so. Nyashka spores. The Nyashka plant grows spores which have become a crucial component in the growth and protection of our community. They are grown here at the Nyashka zone, before being collected at the Nyashka heater chamber, which has replaced the old heaters still present in the Nyashka zone. The Nielda, which cradles the Nyashka plant, provides nutrients, enabling the most efficient spore growth. Spore delivery. On Nyashka Site 28, spores are collected at the Nyashka heater chamber and sent to the spore docks, where a spore dump delivery portal system is constructed, ready to send spores to Oluche. While the Shryuki portal technology is still in use for the chute system set up at the Nyashka heater chamber, an old rail cart system once used for the delivery of Pietas is in the process of being closed down permanently, along with the Shryuki portal that the cart still runs through. Spare key? No. Dome key? No. Huh. Well, shoot. I guess I don't have the key for this. Nielda activation codes. Good to keep in mind, though. At least we've opened the way. Come back here some other time. Yeah, so this one. Now that one just goes up for sure. Doesn't have any portal nonsense going on. There we go. Time to leave, I guess. Let's take a look at what we affected back here. Trondi count place. Yeah, because we popped those up. What are these all about? they do? Oh, we were able to look at them before, and they had a little symbol on the top. Was that perhaps the symbol of the... No? Because that would be an upper, and it was definitely... Well, I guess it depends on your point of view. I'm not sure what those really accomplish. But they're here. Still need trendy counts. Yeah, we can't really get like a front-on view of these boxes, so I guess those aren't particularly important. But like, why am I allowed to look at those specifically, but I can't interact with them really? Well, I guess we shall wander around a little bit. We can take a look at this camera. It no longer has a red light. This tower leads to island. Yes, there's that symbol, that upper half of a circle. Yeah, and this is the panel that I was talking about. The Lavandis frequency system status successful transmission to elevator. And that was pointing to the microphones. I don't think we need to go back there ever again. Oh yeah, also that symbol, the circle with the line through it, the horizontal line. That is the symbol that we saw on the red triangle in the center bit. And then of course back in the yellow area we kept seeing that symbol that was like 2/3 of a Y with a dot. So that seems to be some sort of marker of the area. teleport location there that we could use to teleport places, but right now I'm still just kind of wondering. Yeah, this is the place where we found a thing. It's right down here. Where is it? Here. Push this button and there it is. You see, you got that dash, you got this like top half of an asterisk, and then you got 30. Which is odd. Just double checking that, yeah, there couldn't be anything other than 30. So I'm not really sure what that's really all about. What I do know is that we were effectively instructed to flip this to this. It says, Mason, I have installed a new system into the remaining binoculars on the watchtower opposite. Important data referring to the symbols required for the Nielda. For the Nielda. It says to flip this to the right, insert, and of course insert the Pieta, which we did, and that feeds like power. Then it told us to use the binoculars, which told us to flip this to this symbol. So this is the symbol for the red area. This is the symbol for the yellow area. And we did do that. I'm just not entirely certain what it accomplished. We also went over here and we sent a minecart down that track to somewhere. Not really sure what that accomplished either. Neither of these work anymore. We're not allowed to go that way. That still does this thing. This no longer does anything. It used to cause like a flash of light over here, and it would turn on or off the like shielding over there. But now it doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore. use of the binoculars. Mason, I had to find a way to hide the symbols needed to operate the Nielda and lower the Nyashka plant down into the heater chamber. The diverter console in the tower below will enable you to send power from here to 2 other binoculars in a classified location. The symbols will be stored in these binoculars. Where's that classified location, though? I need to find them. 2 other binoculars that we have not found yet. Of course, this one doesn't have anything there that we can interact with. This has this thing, this diagram going on. Oh yeah, didn't we also last time find, yeah, this? As I recall, there wasn't much up here. Yeah, there was an elevator that could go up or down. And up here, there wasn't really much other than a view. Okay, we can see that minecart probably went through this portal, although I don't know where that leads. That was about it. And then down here. Oh yeah, there's like a couple of things. We see these like artillery shells or something. There's this little storage cabinet with a note to Taliva. Thank you for returning the old Taluk bullet cases to this room and understanding an old fool's dream. So here's where like all the bullets are. Aside from that, there's not much going on. This thing, which I assume is jammed in the upwards position. I'm not allowed to go around the outside there. What is this? Oh, hey. I wonder. Do we need to use one of these on here? guess not. Maybe that's just there for looks, or for like something to play around with, and then later on we're gonna encounter one that we actually have to do something with. And so this is more of a low stakes thing. Is that a crane camera there? Don't tell me. Just wondering. But don't tell me I need to stab this guy. Good, good. He's sleeping. Where did this one lead? The Peta Factory Zone. Okay. Oh wait. Is there? No, there's literally nothing else. Because I know there was another one of these doors where there was a path off to the side that you had to have the doors closed in order to access. On that, do I had the symbol 2? Yeah. Just double check. Because I know I wrote them all down. Yeah, 2. Wait a minute. Can I see? Oh, that's just the lever for opening that door. Of course. And of course we happen to know that this is a place we can teleport from. Wreckage. Gaze upon the ruins of an ancient world. I swear I've looked at this before, but... Very well. And that's not something we can interact with. There's literally nothing else here other than gorgeous views. Actually, one thing I wanted to take a look at. Telescope. Are we actually able to teleport to that 4th location now? Yes! We can go to the Skeleti Tower if we wanted to. Go there, we can go to the mines, we can go to the... We'll just call it Trondi Count. Or we can go to... what should we call it? And then there's the central area, central hub. That's just for like fast travel to the start of each of those locations. And that one was 3. I think this is where we first came here from. Or no, this leads to the dome zone, which we can't really... Oh. Dome key. Not really sure what that does. Have we been here before? I feel like we have. Yeah, we took the roller coaster ride to get here. Just... Oh! This one doesn't have a light. Let's get a switch. Lantern. Dig deep to discover Nia's secrets. What shape in a moon? What did that do? Did it turn on the lights in here? I think it did. Wonder if it did anything else. Woo! I don't think we've used that elevator before. Yeah, because I think it probably wasn't... We couldn't activate it. What the? Fleetsu Pod 2 Route Tests Phase 12. Hello. How's it going, Seren Grey? Picolite scale reading blue. Data transferred to Bannock's computer system successful. Pod solutions in use. Frontinal 18%. Seawater 25%. Cylinder 57%. Yeah. That's good to hear. Last system update 1405-4274 via Bannock Systems, Zaliria, South Origin. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Really enjoying this game. Number 3. Fleetsu Pod 3 Route Test Phase 12. Picolite scale reading green. What Picolite scale is. Tashi Banial 45%, Seawater 50%, Ducemberol 5%. I guess it's this scale that goes from like orange to red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and like 5 different reds. Yeah. This is a very, very fun game. I've been streaming it for the past few Wednesdays. This one's number 4 here. Oh, should I go red or I guess a magenta probably? Fleetsu Pod 4 Route Test Phase 12. They're all in Phase 12. Successful pod solutions in use. Clophenol 50%, seawater 15%, and Pacalithial, 35%. Pacalithial. But yeah, I do play other games as well. Currently on Saturdays, I am streaming RuneScape 3's current league. And then on Mondays, I'm playing Lord of the Rings Online. Though I have in the past played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, several Metroid games, the Myst games, as well as Obduction and where is it? And Quern, as far as like the Myst likes that are similar to this game. And I'm looking forward to there's I can never remember its name, but the people who made Quern Undying Thoughts have been working on another first-person puzzle game. You know, Myst-like game that I'm really excited for. I think it's scheduled to release sometime in Q1 of 26. Ah. There's number 1. Oh. All the way to the right. Very... kind of a golden orange-ish color. There's a little bit of green in there, although I don't know if that's just due to the display. Laserpod 1, root test phase 12. From Petanol 60%, seawater 20%, Celandite 20%. All these root tests. That seems to be all that is up here, is these root tests. Guess I will have to note those down. Create a save here. I can easily get back here and take notes off stream. So I don't think this information is currently pertinent. There we go. That feels like information that will probably come up later. Specific amounts of different liquids that affect these roots. Currently wandering around trying to find some new information that will help me out. I can't do anything with that. I think that's... Oh wait. No, never mind. That track seems to be kind of wrecked. Alright, there's this note here. Took away the metal statue heads of the Peeltish clan. from the crumbling ruins of the Kienti Hall and stored them away in my secret office here at the Pieta factory. I've done so much in my attempts to preserve what is left of their world, yet meanwhile Smolax continues to create madness at the Ronalda Temple. He continues to drain everything from this world. Arian speaks of hope. She speaks of the old one. How long do we have, Taliva? How long? I am from Michigan, of the United States of America. Yeah. So if you ever... I don't recall this. Oh, this is just a peek into... I think that's the secret lab. But if you ever hear me mention times that I go live, that they're in EST time zone. This I did not. I somehow did not come across this earlier. What is this? Falitsu Island map developments. It's been a while since any of Smolax's men were down here at the Pieta factory. I'll keep the symbols hidden for now on their associated maps, in case Mason needs to get the portal working. He'll know how to uncover them. Ah, from California. Yeah, that is a much different time zone from me. It's what? Is it a 3 or 4 hour? I think it's 3 hour time difference, right? Something like that. Falitsu Island, Gafunki Zone, the Sleeping Tower area. Rail tracks, cart, craft, portal, cliff entrance. Falitsu Island Dome Zone. Three portals. Hang on. I recall 2 portals at the Dome Zone. Don't recall the 3rd. Let's go take another look at that. There's the one we just came from. There's one on the other side. Apparently there's a 3rd? Oh, it's probably out there. But how do I get out there? Maybe I'm not supposed to get out there. Maybe it's a portal specifically for whatever that tube is. Wait a minute. I don't think that's where we just came from. wait. I think I recall a portal that specifically led to an elevator that I couldn't activate, and I think that was at the dome zone here. Maybe we'll go look for that. Okay, yeah, that's 4. What is it? Your idea. This is just powering up the portal. Also, on the outside of this building, we had uncovered that, like, peek into a room, but it doesn't seem to have been this room. So I wonder what room that was. Yeah. No, I'm not interested. Found that note. Got that symbol. It's just kind of a peek into a place that is like a little tiny staircase. Some sort of storage with those 4 colors. I guess there must be like a tube or entranceway somewhere. right there. Should be right next to those cart tracks. Oops. Like maybe in there? I'm not able to go over there or anything. Very curious. Why does it let me peek into that room, but refuses to let me actually go in it? And there's this thing. Let's check out this path over here now. Yeah, this is the dome zone. Yeah, this is the third portal. Yeah, because you got that one from the roller coaster ride, and this other one over here. We've got this path which leads to this elevator, which previously... Yeah, we can't... I don't know what is needed here. Very curious. Something going on here. We can't interact with it. Also, like this door that's blown off its hinges or fallen off. We can look at that. We can't actually get down there. Very curious. There's the roller coaster. So that's kind of a loop. You know what, let's... do a thing. Hellska portal. Let's try the blue. Minority point. Yeah, let's try all back here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to look up. I still wonder what item it wants me to use on that. Also, it's got the mass symbols on either side, and I believe this says Pinorvia Point. Check, yeah, P-I-N-O, yeah, Pinorvia Point. Got those crystals. If only we knew what a Trondi was. Yeah, as I was saying before, I noted down, we got these mass symbols, we got these names, like Calitrum, corresponding to this symbol, Calitrum, and you see this the yellow orb there, green on the other side, right over here, blue over there. So we've got these colors, these triangles, names, these like masks, and then also those different like half circle and full circle symbols. They're all like associated with specific areas. That's the way to the Hellska shrine. Is this the camera tower? Up here? First, I just wanna... What the... Hey. Okay, well, let me go to that. That. Oh. Alright. To the tower. There's the blue triangle symbol. We haven't, like, it looks like those are places that people could go. But we haven't found any way of getting to those towers. Nor any way of really, like, getting a good, closer look at the symbol at the top. Oh! That's new. Okay, so we activated something for this place. Now we need these symbols? Transportation tower, camera sector, yeah. Oh, is that all? Okay, well, yeah, that's red. Let's see here. Yeah, that's blue. I don't know if they need a specific order. We'll do green next. Yellow. Cool. Access granted. Signal status. Destination Oluj / Jalud docking station. Connection error. Unable to retrieve signal from Lab HQ portal. Jalud signal lost. Access settings. Signal location. This is selected. What if I select this one? So it was selected to blue, but now I'm setting the signal location to... I know we've seen that symbol before, and I feel like we've also read something about what it relates to. But I can't remember. Okay, connection successful. 1 of 2 signal transmissions received at Lodvik Tower. Lodvik Tower, that's what it corresponds to. Transportation type classified. Okay, so 1 of 2 signals received at Lodvik Tower. Maybe we need to go to Lodvik Tower and figure out the next step there. Well, we're definitely solving some things. Connecting things up, powering things up. Okay, I think this is the camera station. Yeah, here we go. Camera in use, Crystal Block Mech camera, location, arrival sector. Crystal Block Mech status. PIDA required for connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. Camera active, awaiting symbol generation, requires connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. So this is a Crystal Block Mech. And we've found 2 of these. There's this one, and then there's the one with the mountain symbol. But this one... PIDA required for connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. So arrival sector is the sector where we arrived, because that's, you know, we hopped in that orb and it took us here, and that's the arrival sector. Okay. And so this camera points here. Just gonna note down. The platinum thing. also just note down that. 2 lines in a circle symbol. To call back to that. This one is the Crystal Black Mac camera in the camera sector. Crystal Black Mac status Payita required for connection to Neelda Platinum System number 1. Awaiting symbol generation. Now, is that what the... I think that's what the other one said. It's awaiting symbol generation. Yeah. What about this one? Because this one's different. Camera in use, crane camera, location, arrival sector, heater server camera status. Payita required for connection to Neelda Platinum System number 1, camera active, awaiting symbol generation. So these must be puzzles that we have to complete in order to generate symbols that are then used to solve some puzzle. Each have a Payita symbol, and I can only assume that those Payitas had to be inserted somewhere. But I have no clue where. It does say Payita required for connection to Neelda Platinum System number 1. There wasn't anything over here, right? Just a boat that seems to be kind of broken. Wait a minute. What's this? Huh. What is this? That's interesting. How do I power that? Huh. Well, I'm glad that I've been exploring these places that we've been before. So I'm definitely finding some new stuff here and there. Here's one of those cameras. Of course, this is the block mech. Yeah, so we can put like a red crystal or a purple crystal in here, but I don't know which one. I don't know what height to put them at. This is very interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just had a thought about this. I would assume highest point, because it seems lowest point, highest point, middle point. Might be something. I don't know which color. Of course. It's kind of red. As good as reason as anything. Just put this red one in here. There's this thing. This one also has a P to symbol. What? What? Okay. Yo. Okay. Now what? Oh, is this just how you're supposed to find out the numbers? Yeah, I know that 2 is that. That's 3, yeah. 5, yep. 7. Yep. That one's 8. And that's 10. Yeah. Is that all this is? It's just the learn your numbers machine. Oh, really? Dev in the chat. Well, hello. I am very much enjoying this game. It is a really, really good game. Loving it. I've been taking so many notes. Here, let me look. Been taking so many notes on all this stuff. I've really been enjoying it. Yeah, and I've been noting down the translations as well. Really loving the game. Lots of fun. So I am at a point where I'm just kind of wandering around back to places I've been before. Yeah. How many hours? Let me think. I want to say, because I've been streaming it, so let me just pull up. Oops. Let me just find my VODs, and then I can tell you for sure. Yeah, close. Well, now. Let's see, about 13 hours so far. Yeah. I'm currently going back to places I've been. I have been finding a number of things that I'd missed on my first pass through. So it's definitely been a good idea to go back to places I've been. There. I think there's anything over here. Yeah. I think I need to real quick just review the other game. It looks like it's like stuttering or something. I think that was when I tried to Alt-Tab. Did something. That is... yeah, that's the symbol for the blue area, and we've got... it's like one of those camera cranes. Still trying to figure out this puzzle. Let's go back to the camera tower. Let's see if the red block is the correct one. Is this one? Yeah. I don't know if that didn't change anything here. So I don't know if it will. It says PITA required for connection to Yelda Platinum System number 1. Let's see. Aha! Yeah, that's definitely something I missed before, is that these can open up. This PITA. There we go. Okay, successful connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. Camera active, awaiting symbol generation. Requires connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. But you've got... I don't know. Waiting symbol generation. Well, at the very least, we can pop our PITAs in here. Let's see what this one says. Same thing. And this one. Our final PITA, the last one we've got. Ooh. Camera in use, crane camera, location arrival sector, PITA detected, successful connection to Nielda Platinum status number 1. Camera active, symbol generation successful, and we got this symbol. This down. Transfer. Successful transfer to Benox computer system. I hope that's a good thing. Yep. Yeah, all PITAs used. Smile. I'm pretty sure there are other PITAs that just don't have yet. Didn't come with the case. Yeah, they still require connection to Nielda Platinum System number 1. Although maybe it's just I need to put the correct crystal in the correct slot in order to generate a symbol. Let's give a check. Oops. Yeah. Let's try just swapping out the crystal for purple. See if that works. My instinct is this one's lowest, this one's kind of middle point. And based on this symbol here, low point, midpoint, high point. Let's find out. course. And thank you for stopping by. Yes, yes, I was correct. Okay. So that symbol is just little tower, tall tower, medium tower. Successful transfer. Right, and then... So this one, though, is perplexing. I assume I would put this one smallest? There's just no, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a correlation between these crystals' positions and the symbol here. I will say that this does, although this does look like that portal back there. Maybe I have to take a look at that from a distance and see some positions of things? I don't know. Let's go take a look at that. At least we know that it'll be the red crystal that is needed. Solving some puzzles. Still don't know what the Tron decount's all about. At least we fixed up the cameras. We're activating these crystal block mechs. To the red. Pretty sure I've been here before. I just want to take a look at it. Found a number of things that we'd previously missed in other areas. But yeah, I think I've already activated whatever was here. Yeah, I put the heat in, activated the Lodvik Tower connection. Oh wait, wasn't there something about Lodvik Tower? Yeah. Mask on. Let's have a look at this. Okay, awaiting transportation tower signal transfer. Transportation tower signal transfer to console successful for this one. But we need another one. Okay. Yeah, we need the transportation tower signal from the yellow area. Interesting. From yellow, from the mines. Huh. I'll have to look into that. And yeah, this seems to need a Pieta, but we don't know what Pieta. It's got this orange symbol, so I would assume it needs like an orange Pieta, but I've never seen an orange Pieta. Also, we're all out of Pietas. We used them all on other things. Definitely something going on here. Oh, and there's that symbol that we saw on the red triangle. Sensor monitor. Sensors inactive. Electromagnetic charge required. Sensors are definitely coming from this, and then this comes from this, which needs a PITA. Or maybe you put in the PITA, turn it on, and that sends the electromagnetic charge that powers up the sensors. That might be it, because that looks like what it's depicting as a sensor. So I assume you need to run the power through in order to power up the sensors. Be my thought. Well. Mask off. And back down. Back to what we were doing. Whoop. Shit. What is the Trondy count? What is a Trondy? Before we mess with that, I do want to take a look over here. See if there's any kind of hints. There's got to be a hint that involves a high left side and a lower right side. Don't see anything really. I was hoping there might be something down there. Or something I could look around at. Definitely need red crystal here. Yes, we've got high point, midpoint. Guess we'll try low point. And if it's not that, then it needs to be the other two. We got a 33% chance, so 1 in 3 of getting it right first try. Those things were definitely part of the symbol of this area. That camera. Let's stop off in yellow. See if we can get that tower activated. Transportation tower. If we can find the transportation tower. Might be Something to do with this thing? Let's see. And this one's powered up, but it probably needs... Yeah, it needs camera signal. Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay. This one's definitely yellow. Where did we see that? So I definitely saw it. I can't recall exactly where. Oh, man. And then there's no camera signal. I feel like the no camera signal is probably red. It's probably red. So it's probably gonna be the dash that I don't see in any of the other camera signals. I think this was in green. So then we're going to try this one. Blue. Okay. So that's maybe not it. It's either not it, or we need to somehow get that last camera signal. Or maybe the order is specific. Maybe we try red. Blue. Green. Yellow. Yeah, it's gotta be red, blue, green, yellow. Okay. Alright. Signal status, destination OJ, Jalud docking station. Connection error. Unable to retrieve signal from Lab HQ portal. Jalud signal lost. Settings. Swap it to the tower. Transportation type classified, but connection successful. 1 of 2 signal transmissions received at Ludwig Tower. What do you mean 1 of 2? It should be... Or are you saying this is 1 of 2 that has been received? Tower. Because the other tower we hooked up said 1 of 2, and now this one says 1 of 2. Hopefully when we go back there, the Ludwig Tower will say 2 of 2. It's pretty sick. Got them all, got those hooked up. We have been accomplishing quite a bit. Back to Penorvia Point. This. Alright. You. Are you correct? Please say yes. Yes. Wonderful. Just note this down in case it's important. Successful transfer to Bennock's computer system. Cool. We've found the 3 symbols and we transferred them. Let's see if the towers are all hooked up and connected? Hopefully, yes. Oh, wait, no, this is the other one of two. Whoops. So wait a minute. I remember, where did we find that thing that said we need to connect the towers? Oops. Oh, right. It was back at the central location. Hang on. We can actually just go there right now. Helska! Back to the hub. Woo! Alright, it was a tower there, right there. This thing. Ludwig Tower. Mask required. Alright, yep. Yeah. Successful. Location of Majorta gas portal classified. Activate. Majorta gas system activated. Location of Majorta gas portal classified. It's this thing. Okay. So now we just gotta activate it? Do we need a pita? I mean, no, it's literally this thing. What? We need a pita for sure. At least you got this part hooked up. The Majorta gas system is activated. Location of the portal is classified. Definitely hear machines whirring. I still need the Tron decals. What makes this a Trondy count 7? I'm also missing 3 journals. Keep the symbols hidden for now on their associated maps. Symbols hidden on their associated maps. Hold on. Open the rock. Drain the tank. Huh? Hold up. Okay. Whoops. Now, so this is definitely a 2. And that is that one plant. Was that part of the previous code? No. But that plant I do know is in this book, number 5. So it's 2 and 5. Yeah, so 5, 2. I'll keep the symbols hidden for now on their associated maps in case Mason needs to get the portal working. He'll know how to uncover them. Get the portal working. So, Funky Zone, the Sleeping Tower area. Hold on. Wait a minute. I feel like I know that place. Pretty sure I know exactly where it is. Just gotta run all the way over there. Speed running. Oops. Yeah. Here. So why did he want to point out this? Or is there some other rock that I need to open? What? Wait a minute. What's this? It's like a tube. It says here. Points to here. And it says open the rock. That's definitely along this beach here. Oops. Yeah. Open the rock. This rock. How do I open the rock? It points the symbol here. And it says open the rock. There's definitely like this little tube thing going here. See? Points that symbol here. That 5. Then it points this way and it says open the rock. Hang on, maybe that doesn't mean 5. It's Warlat flower. Warlat flowers can be seen dotted around various terrain, including on beaches, close to shorelines. The Warlat flower has been used in the creation of invisible ink, which can be made visible using salt. I need to... Whoops. Or is that Warlat flower? I think those are Warlat flowers. Must be. Interesting. So how do I open the rock? What the? Instructions unclear. Warlat flowers here. Points this way. Open the rock. No. This is certainly perplexing. Open the rock. The other one just says 2, and it says drain the tank in the dome. But I remember going into the dome, and it wouldn't let me go anywhere on these outskirts area. It's just the elevator in the center, out this door, out that door. And there's this elevator that doesn't work over here. I guess we'll have to keep that in our back pockets for now. Now the dome, of course, is over this way. Is it this one? Yeah. It's gonna be on the right kind of side over there. Wait a minute. That's interesting. That's one. But also, I guess I took the wrong portal, because this is the side portal. With the broken elevator. This is the way. Kinda. It's gonna take a second. We'll get there. This way? Yeah, down here. There we go. So according to that journal thing, should be kind of back over here somewhere. Oh, look down. There's something there. But what do I do with that? There's nothing to interact with. All I'm told is drain the tank.
It kind of looks like there's a pipe going down, and then there's like a hole in the floor, and the pipe goes through that hole.
I'm not sure what that's all about. This just takes us up here. Maybe it meant two, as in this, where we need to drain this tank somehow. So far, so good. The fixes I have made on this draining system haven't caused any complications at the tank. With the water gone, the portal still seems to work. Mason, if you're reading this, don't forget to unlock the tank door. Lever can be found on the platform above the door.
I think I've already done that. It's an interesting picture. Huh. Okay. So we drain the tank. Then we have to get down to it, I guess. Oops. There we go. Is this one? No. Other side. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything actually going on there. Look, there's a table down there. What's up with that? There's that thing. Which I think has something to do with Tank 2. Hang on. Just trying to get it. I can't really see what that symbol is. My guess would be Tank 2. Judging by the map that we received. Let's see. Won't let us go that way. Sure what this is all about. Other than I see green, I see red, blue, green, yellow. But they won't let me in.
Alright, let's... go back over here. We'll take a quick look at this portal's location. I wanna be taking a real careful look because there's stuff down there. And then there's this like doorway. It's wide open. Yeah, there's definitely like some benches and a table down there. Of course, this thing doesn't function. That's tank 1. I'm pretty sure tank 2's over there. Guess we'll go try to open the rock now? Maybe it'll let us? Yeah, not sure what that's all about. In the rock. So perplexing. Like, what is he talking about? The other one was pretty straightforward. You go over to tank 2. You look at the number 2 symbol. You pop it open. Drain the tank. Cool. What do you mean, open the rock? There's this plant. It's over here. And then it says to walk, you know, points this way to this giant boulder and says, open the rock, exclamation point. Huh? It also says there's a cart here. Rail trank. Oh yeah, that's the... Yeah, that cart. We've been on that cart ride before. Open the rock? Lets me look over here. Lets me look up. Maybe we try going up to where that minecart is. See if there's something there. Gotta switch the power on the door. I also, real quick, I want to check something out. Because you see, you got this. Right? And there's a matching symbol on this canister. So I'm like, what's that all about? There's a matching symbol here as well. Yeah, see, this is definitely 0. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 0 to 10, and there's only numbers at every 2. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's currently at like 3.5 out of 10. Something. Oh. Wait, what? No, why are you? Oh. Filled canister of, I assume, fuel? Still says 3.5, so I'm not sure what that's really talking about, but we've got a filled canister. I assume that'll come in handy later. Flip that over to minecart. Power up this door. How do I open rock? How does one open the rock? Alright, look at that. Hold on. That's that thing again. Oh, you can only hang up. There. This thing. That was just where we put in the fuel cell thingy. There's a note. Cart systems won't operate until the portal activation generator has been powered, which I did. I had to extract the fuse from the cart for the time being, but a Lude's fuse should suffice, which is what we did. Let's go for another ride in the cart. So I don't recall exactly where this led us to. I feel like this was a... Oh, was this that place with the microphone stuff? Yeah, there's a table there. Another one of those tables.
We can just have a nice little sit here. Cool. Very nice. Was hoping for a clue, but that's fine. Yeah, there's the microphone place.
Another one of those sockets. Sorry, it almost looked like there was like a staircase going that way, but no. This is just the microphone thingy. This one you can like push this one aside and look out the window for some reason. Okay, this is the top of the tank, right? And this is where there's like a little manhole there. There's that thing again. So that must be the other end of it. We need to somehow get down there. But how? Another one of those out there. There's also a telescope. So I know I flipped this thing. Is that the unlocking sound, or is the other one the unlocking sound? That sounds kind of like locking or closing shut. Save right here. Now, if only we could find a way down there. For any kind of look down stuff. I don't think there's gonna be. Hang on. No. I saw how there's like a gap in the railing. It looked like. So I thought maybe there's a way down, but no. Maybe, since I flipped that switch the other way, I can open the rock? I don't know. Maybe that was the secret. Let's find out. Nope. I got nothing, man. I don't even know how to get down to that tank. I mean, I suppose you would think that maybe it has something to do with opening the rock and it leads to like a tunnel that pops out of that manhole that we saw. And that's how you get down there? I don't know. Open the rock. That's what he says. Open. Hey, hey, hey. If I close the door. 7221. Yeah, that's the... the serial number. And, well, yeah, it's written right there. Serial number for this door. That's how you know that this is the first door and the other one is the second door. That was certainly a interesting one. Yeah, it literally pointed out to here and then it said, open the rock here. Yeah, this place. The Lavandis Zone.
Okay, you got the rail track that you come in on. You can head on up here. There's a viewpoint, old bunker, a signal chamber. Goes out to these microphones. There's a portal to the signal tower here as well. Cavern entrance? What? That must be from inside the water tank? And there's this hatch. Oh, cavern entrance. Like, Glorfiak Mines is completely separate though, right? Rest area. Yeah, I've been there, and there's like a symbol on the middle of the table, and there's a button that I push it, and the button, nothing happens. So perplexed. It's a Trondy. What if I put 30 for this one? No. I'm just gonna try 30 on every other one. Now. Is there any... Thinking, like, is there any clue as to what the Hecatrondi is? Not gonna be over here.
Heater servers must be powered. Trondi counts must be entered. Whatever the heck a Trondi is. All I know is that the yellow area was 7. And that was just pure brute force that got me. The yellow was 7. Yeah, this one. I really wish there was, like, anything that I could see. There's just like, oh yeah, that's a Trondi. I have absolutely no clue. If I could find something that was like, oh yeah, there's 7. And so that must be the thing that I need to count for the others. All I know is that the other Trondi counts are more than 10. And I know that Trondi count transfer is successful. I just don't know what the Trondi counts are. Once they are entered, they are transferred successfully. Just thought I'd take a quick look at the mines and see if there was some side passage that I somehow missed. So I don't know what item it wants me to use on these. I've just been manually translating them. I assume whatever item it wants me to use I don't have yet. Done do nothing. now enable the user to teleport directly to the secret portal. Which is cool. If only I could get that thing working. Yeah, new camera system. What the? Oops. Accidentally pushed a hotkey. Only I could find either the Tron decounts. Oh, if only I could find the Tron decounts and or whatever I need to do to open that rock. Anything in here? That seems to be the gas thing. It needs a Payida that I don't have. I guess I don't know what. It's not gonna take a process spore. Interesting that this one says item, not Payida case. So I thought maybe one of the spores would do. Yeah, I think we need a special, like, newly made pita for this stuff. Probably not something I've done yet. Okay. Okay. Now this seems like something we should do next time. That's right, a cliffhanger. Wow. Look at this little laboratory, dude. Victory 4231? Isn't that... Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's the number. That was the... Yeah, 4231. The... We were told was the combination, the shrine activation console code. Although converted to Flora Constellation, Flora Constellation. What is going on here? It's like some sort of artifact thing sucking the life out of 4 people. Yeah, whatever is going on over here. It's crazy stuff. Oh, look. Spore heater prototype. Activity console. Spores detected. Heaters inactive. Oh, this heater's here. The other thing. Heaters active. Spores detached. Harvest required. Gonna tell me Trondy counts. There's notes. Bunch of notes. Be getting into this stuff next time for sure. There's all kinds. I wonder if that's Trondy counts. Dude, there's so much to get into here. For sure. Can't wait, dude. It's something to look forward to next week. Yeah. I definitely could have come here much sooner, and it probably would have made my life a lot easier. But I'm excited. I'm excited. There are, as I had mentioned before, a couple of notes that I want to take off stream. I'm liking this. I really love this game. As I mentioned before, I mean, music's great. The artistry, you know, the environment designs, all these sketches and things. This the whole thing, I just really like. Definitely very well made. A lot of thought put into things. I do wish I had figured out the secret to the counting machine earlier. Instead, I just kind of bumbled my way into learning the numbers. Because it helped that one machine, it had them in sequential order from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah. I have been noticing though that there are, and this is a good thing, multiple hints for some things. Like those numbers, you know, we had that note that mentioned that a particular constellation was 6. And we had that dial on that machine that went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Or 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And so that was kind of another hint as to how the numbers work, or at least numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And of course, you could correlate, okay, 6, that is 6, and I know that from that other note. And then you could be like, okay, so that's probably 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then, of course, there's the machine that we found pretty late. Well, we found it before, but I didn't know that you could open a panel to put in a beta. So. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, there's seems to be multiple ways to learn things. Like, you know, and then you've got this code here, 4231, which we had also read in the journal thing. which correlates to Flora Constellation at the Pelska Shrine. Yeah. I love this game, dude. And I love taking all these notes. That's kind of like half the fun for me. But I do have to call it here for today. Next stream will be on Saturday for more RuneScape Leagues. And then Monday we'll be playing more Lord of the Rings Online. And then next Wednesday we'll be back, baby, in this room. And I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the water ceiling. That's very interesting. Yeah, we'll be back in this room, finding out all of its secrets, reading all of the notes, figuring out what's going on up there. Time to save for sure. These pages are, sorry, they're a little odd because it seems to, so you see this is the same as this here, and it's the same as that. It's like this. It's not like whole pages. Everything's kind of shifting to the next slot. Interesting. Anyways, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye!